Hello and welcome to the Musical Show, the show where we talk about music. I don't know why I walked around the chair, and don't ask, I don't know the answer either. So, first of all, let's look at last week's albums. I need like some sort of epic little mini intro thing, but I can't be bothered making one, so yeah. The only album I decided to release, obviously, Babytron released, but I just decided to skip it because I just couldn't be bothered to listen to it, to be honest. But if any of you have listened to it, what did you think? Comment down below. And if you want me to review a specific album, comment that down below. Or on one of my videos that do have comments enabled. If this one doesn't, I forget to turn them on. I'm perfectly happy to review what you want me to review. And yeah, I don't have any other albums that I've listened to during the week that I want to show my thoughts on. But yeah, as I said, if you have a specific album you want me to review in one of these, comment it below, or in something that will let you comment. Yes, I'm wearing a thermal. Right. The only album from last week I decided to review is by 21 Lil Harold, After the Case. It's just, unfortunately, it's unimaginative, with samey sounding beats, and samey sounding subject matters, in terms of trap music, and a 21 Savage verse, which I feel like he has written before. What you do? But his performances weren't too bad, despite being a literal clone of 21 Savage. And the album itself, just in general, wasn't offensively bad enough for me to call it, horrible or anything. I'm not, digging in. It was just a bit meh. Technically my album of the year, though, as I'm giving it a 5.8 out of 10. But this week is stacked, and that is almost certainly going to be beaten. Maybe even twice, but yeah, that was the only albums I listened to last week, and therefore my album of the week, joining NBA Youngboy's RS My Case and beating it by 4. Well, only by 0.7, but yeah. This week, however, is stacked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums I'm planning to listen to. One of them I've actually already listened to, but anyway. Let's start off with Måneskin, who have dropped their new album, Rush, featuring Tom Morello. And actually being largely English. There's a couple Italian songs in Italian, but really not many. Bit of a shame. They're always better when they're doing it in Italian. But you never know. That streak may end. But from the singles, it's going to be a mixed bag, because some of them have been fire, some of them have been alright, but some have just been mid and boring as hell. Supermodel, The Loneliest, mid. Gossip, decent, but La Fine, one of the Italian songs on there, the other one being Il Dono della Vita. Mario's going to kill me for the pronunciation. Why am I saying that like he's not just a plushie? Anyway. Yeah, that was fire. So, yeah. I think it's going to be better than the 21 Lil Harold album, but I'm not expecting a masterpiece or anything. I'm expecting a 6 or a 7. That might be broken. The mid-songs released as singles might be the only mid-songs there is. Mamma Mia's on it as well. Remember Mamma Mia? Oh, Mamma Mia, oh, Mamma Mia, oh. That song's mid, by the way. But it's not bad lyrically. That is a bit of a saving grace. Trippie Redd. 25 songs. 22 features. However, Chief Keef is producing it, so there is hope. And he actually makes 2 appearances on it. Right, Mansion Music, 1 hour and 60 minutes, 25 songs, which usually doesn't go well with rap music. So, yeah, I'm not expecting much. I don't think it's going to be the worst one of the lot I've ever heard, but yeah, it's not going to be great. However, alright, I'm not planning on listening to it, right now. But yeah, it'll be featuring Chief Keef twice, Future twice, Lil Baby a few times, Juice WRLD, Travis Scott, Lil Durk, Nardo, Wick, Big 30, Lucky, Rich the Kid, Summers, in a song titled Biggest Bears, like the TikTok sound. You know, I'm the biggest bird, I'm the biggest bird. Fiji Macintosh, Ryla Rodriguez, Ski Mask, G Herbo, Rob 49, DaBaby, and Kodak Black. And Lil B in Swag Like Ohio Part 2. I've heard a snippet of the song, and yeah, it's cringe, but like it's not offensive. Which is kind of what I'm expecting for this album. It's not going to be offensive, but it's not going to be great. Like a sort of, just because there's defo going to be quite a few skips, I'd say around a 3.5 to a 4.5 out of 10 is my expectations for it. Lucas Graham, you know, that guy who made 7 years and then completely disappeared off the face of this earth, hasn't actually disappeared off the face of this earth. And in fact, he's dropped today for the Pink album. As in the number 4 and then the Pink album in brackets. Who the hell do you think you are, Weezer? It's going to feature Mickey Guyton, G-Eazy and Khaled. I'm going to say, like, it's just going to be boring as hell, but inoffensive. It's basically going to be that 21 Lil Harold album and, like, a 5 out of 10. Because that's what most pop is. Ice Spice is dropping her debut EP, titled Like. It's going to feature, well, it's out. It features Lil TJ and Munch. You know that song that got really famous on TikTok? How can I lose if I'm over these hoes? You'll recognise it if you have TikTok. And even if you don't, you'll probably have heard it somewhere. Right, for that, I'm expecting around a... I mean, in terms of... beat-wise, it's interesting for sure. And, like, it's definitely more unique in that way than most others are. But, like, lyrically, it's just going to be MS and, like, dumb. And, like, that's just not my type of music. It will be for some, otherwise she wouldn't have fans at all. Does she have any fans? Probably. She's got to have one, surely. But yeah, I'm expecting around a 6 maybe, but the beats will carry. Big Pig. Double I on Big and double I on Pig. Here she is on Spotify. Has dropped a album titled Bubblegum. It's called an album on Spotify. Like, look, it says album 2023. But it only has 7 songs, and it's 18 minutes long. It'll feature Deb Never. And, in fact, I was actually going to skip it. But, I mean, I'd never heard of it until I saw on a TikTok that she dropped. Because that's how I, like, figure out what albums are dropping from, like, various TikTokers. I've got, like, one that focuses on, like, hip-hop, so I know all the releases down there. And, obviously, I used to love Måneskin. I still follow them on Spotify, so I knew that from there. And the fact that they announced it months prior. And I figured this out on thanks to a TikToker that I watched who mentioned that she dropped. But yeah, 7 songs, 18 minutes long. It's an EP, but it's an album. Yeah. I only actually am reviewing this because I actually have a liked song of her before I've even heard of her, because she was on FIFA. That song is a banger, and if she keeps doing it like that, it could be a 7 or, fuck it, even an 8. I don't know. This could be fucking fire. And Mac DeMarco, at last, is dropping an instrumental album. 5 Easy Hot Dogs. I've already listened to it, actually. And I'm not going to go into my views. I'm not going to spoil anything. But it's good. This is actually so far my album of the year. Bearing in mind I haven't listened to the other 5 albums that I've dropped. But I doubt any of them will be as good as it. So yeah, this is defo my album of the year. Because it's the only album I've called good that has released so far this year. But, yeah, that is it for the musical show. What are you looking forward to that was released this week? Or are you having a nice little sleep in? I wouldn't. This week is pretty stacked. And, yeah, I'm gonna go get this bloody Trippie Redd album over with, because it's gonna be a pain if I don't do it now when I'm motivated to go through an album like that, because they're tough to get through albums like that. the pain I go through for this show. Thank you very much for watching. And also, I'll be able to, like, listen to these on, like, commute as well, because a lot of them are quite short. I think there's only 2 that I'll have to listen to at home, Måneskin and Trippie Reds. But the others are quite short. And I've already listened to the Mac DeMarco one. And, yeah, it's decent. It's decent. I'm trying not to give too much away about the score. Should I just review it now? I don't know. Or should I keep you waiting? Keep the suspense growing? Yeah, I'll do that. Right. Thank you very much for watching. What are you expecting? If you are listening to any of these albums, are there any albums that have already came out that you want me to review? Because I'm happy to fucking review them. I don't see why not. And, yeah, if you have any requests, comment them here, comment them elsewhere if the comments aren't open here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. See you next week. Ciao.